It was a stormy autumn night, the kind where the wind howled through the trees, casting eerie shadows that danced across walls. 10-year-old Max lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, trying to block out the relentless tapping of the rain against the window. He hated nights like this. The darkness seemed thicker, the creaks of the old house louder, and the feeling that something was watching him stronger. For weeks, Max had been hearing strange noises from beneath his bed at night. At first, it was just the occasional rustling or a faint thump, but tonight it was different. The noises were more persistent, scratching, scraping, and soft, almost inaudible whispers like something was alive under there, waiting for the right moment to strike. He pulled the blanket up to his chin, heart pounding. His mom had told him it was probably nothing, just the house settling or his imagination. But Max wasn't so sure. The noises had started after he'd dropped a heavy box under his bed last month, and ever since, his room had felt wrong. Another soft scraping sound came from beneath him, closer this time. Max's body went rigid with fear. He could almost picture it, a monster, grotesque and twisted, its claws digging into the floor as it crept closer. He squeezed his eyes shut, willing the sounds to stop, but they only grew louder. Scratch, scratch, thump. Max couldn't take it anymore. If there really was something under his bed, he had to know. Grabbing his flashlight from the nightstand, he took a deep breath and leaned over the edge of the bed, aiming the beam into the dark abyss below. For a moment, nothing moved. The flashlight's beam flickered over old socks, dust bunnies, and the heavy box he had shoved there weeks ago. Then he saw it. A flash of fur and a pair of glowing eyes staring back at him. Max's heart stopped. The monster was real. Suddenly, there was a loud thump followed by frantic scratching. The creature under the bed scrambled around, the noises becoming more erratic. Max leaped back, dropping the flashlight in his panic. "Mom!" he screamed, voice cracking. Footsteps echoed from the hallway as his mother rushed in, concern etched on her face. "Max, what's wrong?" "There's something under the bed," he blurted, pointing with a trembling hand. She sighed, half amused, half exasperated. "Max, we've been through this. There's nothing under your—" Before she could finish, there was another loud thump from under the bed, followed by a pitiful, high-pitched squeal. Her face paled as she knelt down, carefully lifting the box out from under the bed. There, huddled beneath it, was not a monster, but a squirrel, its small body trembling and covered in dust. The poor thing had somehow gotten trapped beneath the weight of the box, struggling all this time to free itself. Max stared, wide-eyed, as his mother gently scooped the creature up. "Looks like we found your monster," she said, smiling weakly. Relief flooded through Max, but it didn't erase the lingering dread. The sounds hadn't been in his imagination, but the fear he had felt, the certainty that something sinister was hiding under his bed, still clung to him. His mom opened the window and released the squirrel into the night. As it scurried off into the storm, Max couldn't shake the feeling that something else might still be lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Because while the squirrel had been under the bed, Max couldn't help but wonder, what had been whispering?